What is up? We got we're back here with the Git and GitHub tutorial on W3 schools. Last time we worked with Git init, which initializes a repository within the directory that we're in. We have Git status to see the status of the entire repository, committed files, staged files, and ultimately files that are on the branch. We looked at git add, which adds files to the staging environment, and then we looked at git dash dash version, which ultimately makes sure we have git and checks the version simultaneously. Alright, so we have done all this in the last video, and we will move forward with git commit. Since we have finished our work, we are ready, and here is the result. We created 3 files. Here's the result once we staged all of them. I guess we're ready to commit them. We are in the Git project directory, and there is a initialized repository that is tracking the current state of all the files within the repository. Alright, since we have finished our work, we are ready to move from stage to commit for our repo. Adding commits keep track of our progress and changes as we work. Git considers each commit change point or save point. It is a point in the project you can go back to if you find a bug or want to make a change. That is something that I struggle with, to just go back. I mean, I'm sure it's not that complicated, but I just never sat down and asked the question. When we commit, we should always include a message. By adding clear messages to each commit, it is easy for yourself and others to see what has changed and when. Example, git commit -m. -m stands for message, and this is the message. The commit command performs a commit, and the -m message adds a message. The staging environment has been committed to our repo with the message first release of Hello World. Git commit without stage. Sometimes when you make small changes using a staging environment, it seems like a waste of time. It is possible to commit changes directly, skipping the staging environment. I didn't know that. The -a option will automatically stage every changed, already tracked file. The -a option will automatically stage every changed, already tracked file. Let's add a small update to index.html, but before we do that, let's commit all these files with a message first release of Hello World. So we'll go git commit -m and then our message first release of Hello World. Right. So it should be good. Please tell me who you are. Oh, we didn't set our username first. Alright, so we need to do that. Git config, global username, git config, global username, your name. So we need to specify a username, set your account's default identity on that global, set the identity only in this repository. Enable auto detect email address, entry. So is this talking about, does it want my GitHub information? Email address to associate with your commits. This information can be any name or email address you choose, but typically you use your GitHub email and username for consistency, especially if you're pushing these commits to a GitHub repository. Setting up your user identity. So we'll do that. This sets your identity for all repositories on your system. Replace that with your GitHub email and your name with GitHub username or full name. Local configuration, we just take out global, but we're gonna go ahead and do global configuration. All right, that answers our question. What is my GitHub username? Is it K9553? What? Let's try that. Stop. Oh, signing passkeys. We got passkeys popping out. Introducing a little bit of passkey to the world. You guys, I forgot my password. Let's pause the video. That's right, I remember. I'm not using my Gmail. Using my Outlook account. Nope, still K9553@outlook.com. What? What's it called? Email. Outlook. so it is K9553. Alright. Git config dash global username. Back to the topic. Good lord. Alright. So in order to commit, we'll go git config global our username, email first, global user dot email, go K953 at outlook.com. Git config dash global user dot name, go K9553. Okay, now we will commit git. So to type it all out, we'll press the up arrow. And now we have committed, so we will see git status, unnamed branch, nothing to commit. So if there's nothing to commit, it'll just show nothing to commit, working tree is clean. Alright. Git commit without staging. When you want to make small changes, using the staging environment seems like a waste of time. It is possible to commit changes directly skipping the staging environment. The -A option will automatically stage every changed, already tracked file. Let's add a small update to index.html. Hello world, I think they added a couple paragraphs. So we'll do that. Check the status of our repository, but this time we will use the --short, git status -short option to see the changes in a more compact way. So M stands for modified. So we'll go open it VS Code instance. We're opening code index.html. Added one paragraph. We'll save that. We will navigate back to our. Oh, I don't know why I closed that. Alright, at least we saved it. Now get rid of VS Code. Alright, and now we will do git status --short. We'll see M index HTML, and the M stands for modified. As you can see here, short status flags are double question mark, untracked files, A, files added to the stage, M, modified files, D, deleted files. We see the file we expect is modified, so let's commit it directly. Git commit -A -M, so -A, I guess, is the intermediary between status, so it just means we're skipping status. Skipping the staging environment is not generally recommended. Skipping the stage step can sometimes make you include unwanted changes. Alright, so when we use -A with a commit, is that basically telling Git that we're skipping the staging process? shortcut that tells Git to automatically stage and track files. So we're not ignoring it, we're just automatically simultaneously committing and staging the track files that have been modified or deleted, skipping the explicit staging process. With Git add, however, it does not stage new untracked files. You still need to use git add for those. All right. Git commit -a, and then we do a message. Committed without and staged simultaneously, skipping the staging process, which is not recommended. Git commit log. To view the history of commits for a repository, you can use the log command. Git log, so we'll see commit, this commit, okay, so it basically just shows all commits. Git log shows all commits. And then it shows the message that details what we committed. So let's see, git log, which is C2. We do. Okay. Test yourself with exercises. Here we go. Commit the changes to the current repository with the message first release. So we'll go git commit -m. Check the compact version of the status, git status -- short. Commit the updated files directly, skipping the staging environment. So we'll go git commit -a-m and then our message. View the history of commits for the repository. Git log. All right, sweet. We will go back. And we are in Get Help now. Get help. Get help. If you're having trouble remembering commands or options for commands, oh, this is nice. I didn't even know this was here. Get help. If you're having trouble remembering commands or options for commands, you can use get help. This is nice. There are a couple of different ways you can use help command in the command line. Get command help, see all the available options for the specific command. Get help -- all, see all possible commands. See all of it. Get command -help. Get help -all. See all possible commands. See all the available options for the specified command. Let's go over the different commands. Get -help, see options for a specific command. Anytime you need some help remembering the specific option for a command, you can use the git command -help. So git commit -help. We use, in this case, commit will be the command of specific options for a command. So in this case, commit is our command. There are various options we can use with the commit command. So we go -q -quiet -quiet is suppressing summary after successful commit -v -verbose show diff and commit message template. I'm not sure what diff is. Commit message options. It just shows you all these things that you can add on to the commit command. Alright. Then you can use --git so here we did git commit -help, but here it's saying you can use --help instead of -help to open the relevant git manual page. Git help --all sees all possible commands. To list all possible commands, use the help --all command. So git help --all. This will display a very long list of commands. See if we know any of these. Daemon. I've seen Daemon before, which is a really simple server for Git repositories. Let's see, what else? We know ls, but we don't know what tree run files do. We know git help. We know git config. We know git status. We haven't gone over removing files. We know git log, git init. We know git commit. We know git add, which adds files to the staging environment. Alright, cool. If you find yourself stuck with the list view, shift +G, jump to the end of the list, and Q to exit the view. Alright, let's try that out. Let's do git help --all. Holy moly. So we want to exit this list. Just go. So if you press enter, you just get all the, why would I just give it to you? Alright, so what if we wanted to go to the end of the list here? Shift G. We're at the end. Okay, now we can do Q to end it, and we're back. Q to exit the view. Test yourself with exercises. Show the possible options for the status command. So we'll go git status -help. Show all the possible options for the status command. There's many different options we can use for that command. Show all git possible commands in the command line. We'll go git help -all. That was helpful. Alright, we'll go back, and we will now go to working with branches. Branches are non-linear. I can't wait to get into branches and have a better understanding of this. Oh, it's getting juicy. Alright. I'm going to pause the video. I'll be back. Alright, working with Git branches. In Git, a branch is a new separate version of the main repository. So we're creating a new repository, I guess. Or no, we have the same repository, it's just a new version, right? When we create a new branch in Git, are we technically in the same repository, but we're just creating a new repository that will work, that will ultimately work in conjunction with the parent or main repository? Be concise. You are still within the same repository. A branch is simply a pointer to a specific commit, allowing you to work on a separate line of development. It is not a new repository, but rather a different context within the same repository where you make changes independently of the main branch. Okay, so we got the same repository, separate context. Each branch represents a different line of development. Independent changes in one branch do not affect other branches until merged. Create and switch to a new branch, feature branch. Git checkout -b, which is our branch, feature branch. Another thing is I want to work on understanding the history behind what each word means. Git checkout, are we checking out from the main branch and then specifying after we've checked out the main branch, then we specify the branch that we're now going into, or what? But we will get into that. Let's say you have a large project and you need to update the design on it. How would that work without and with Git? Without Git, you would make copies of all the relevant files to avoid impacting the live version. Start working with the design and find that code. Depend on other codes and files that also need to be changed. Make copies. I think they're writing all this to show that it is very tedious to do it without Git. Make copies of the dependent files as well, making sure that every file dependency refers the correct file name. Emergency, there's an unrelated error somewhere in the project that needs to be fixed ASAP. Save all your files, making a note of the names and copies you were working on. Work on unrelated error and update the code to fix it. Go way back to the design and finish the work there. Copy the code or rename the files so the updated design is on a live version. 2 weeks later, you realize that the unrelated error was not fixed in the design version because you copied the files before the fix. Then you're screwed. With a new branch called new design, edit the code directly without impacting the main branch. Emergency, there is an unrelated error somewhere else in the project that needs to be fixed ASAP. Create a new branch from the main project called small error fix. Fix the related error, the unrelated error, and merge the small error fix branch with the main branch. You go back to the new design branch and finish the work there. Merge the new design branch. Okay. So there's an error, so you make 2 branches and you fix a bug on one, you continue working with the design, and once you're both done, you merge those back into the main branch. Branches allow you to work on different parts of a project without impacting the main branch. When the work is complete, a branch can be merged with the main project. You can even switch between branches or work on different projects without them interfering with each other. Branching in Git is very lightweight and fast. New Git branching. Let's add some new features to our index.html page. We are working in our local repository and we don't want to disturb or possibly wreck the main project. So we create a new branch called Hello World-Images. Now we create a new branch called Hello World-Images. Let's confirm that we've created the branch. Git branch. This shows all of our branches. We can see that the new branch with the name Hello World Images, but the asterisk beside master specifies that we're currently on that branch. So ultimately, we'll need to check out is a command used to check out a branch, moving us from the current branch to the one specified at the end of the command. So check out. Does check out mean like? So in Git, does check out mean we're checking out, we're exiting the current branch, and then we specify which branch we're moving to. Yes, check out is a command to switch, okay. So I guess you can make sense of it however you want to make sense of it, but I make sense of it like we're checking out the branch we're on, and then on the same line, we specify which branch we want to work on, or I guess you could interpret it as like you're checking out a book. So Git check out Hello World Images. And you just got to know that checkout refers to a new branch. So we create our new branch, then we check out our new branch. Alright, used to check out a branch, moving us from the current branch to the one specified at the end of the command. Now we've moved our current workspace from the master branch to the new branch. Open your favorite editor and make some changes. For this example, we added an image hello world.jpg to the working folder and a line of code to the index file. So they're just creating a div, a divider, and then inserting their image tag right there. So let's go and create a new branch, Git branch, hello world image. Now we're going to check that out, Git check out hello wish that would auto-populate. Hello world partial image. So now we're in the branch hello world image. And we're going to open index.html with code, which is Visual Studio Code. It's the I don't know the word for it, but when you want to open in the terminal a new file in a directory, and you want to open it with code, with Visual Studio Code, you just type code. I don't know what the command is for other IDEs such as Visual Studio or say Vim, but it's code for Visual Studio Code. And then created an image. We will not create an image, but we are going to, for simplicity's sake, create a new line. Alright. This is where the image would have gone. We have made changes to a file and added a new file in the working directory. Same directory as the main branch, like we're in the same directory. Now check the status of the current branch. We go git status. Now we go back to turn on git status. Now we can see the index.html has been modified. Ultimately, we'll want to did you stage yet? Might as well download a picture. We're in Git project, right? Yeah. Alright, while we're in here, I just want to check and see what's in the project. And we have our hello world.png. Alright, so let's go back to Visual Studio Code. And we'll actually put the file in there. Node on GitHub. Or W3 Schools. world.png. Thank you. I'm going to keep all of that. Okay, so we've done that. So we're still on the new branch that we created. Let's go get status now. So here we'll see what we saw in the W3 schools. We have our hello world.png as an untracked file. So, right here, untracked files. So let's go through what happens here. There are changes to our index.html, but the file isn't staged for commit. And the image is not tracked. So we need to add both files to the staging environment for this branch. And we do that with git add -- all. I don't think we've, yeah, I guess we have -- all. We can do git add -- all or git add uppercase A. Uppercase A is an alias for -- all. So add both files to the staging environment with the git add. Using all instead of individual file names, we'll stage all changed, new, modified, and deleted files. And then we ultimately check the status, and we'll see that the new file, the image, and then the modified file or index.html file are ready to be committed. We're happy with our changes, so we will commit them to the branch. Git commit -m, and we add our message. Now we have a new branch that is different from the master branch. Okay, let's do that. So now we want to git add -a, and then we want to check the status. And we see that we have our new file and our modified file. And ultimately, we want to commit and make our message. First, commit with image and new hello world branch. All right, sweet. Get status. Nothing to commit. Working on a clean tree. Now we have a new branch that is different from the master branch. No, using the -b option when checking out, on checkout will create a new branch and move to it if it does not exist. Okay. Alright, so switching between branches. Now let's see just how quick and easy it is to work with different branches and how well it works. We're currently on the branch Hello World Images. Images, we added an image to this branch, so let's list the files in the current directory. Oh. And how well it works. We're currently in the branch Hello World Images. We added an image to the branch, so let's list the files in the current directory. ls. So ls, we see all of our commands. We already did that. We can see the new file, the image. If we open the HTML file, we can see the code has been altered. All is as should be. Now let's see what happens when we change branch to master. Alright, so we go. Let's close that. and that. And let's go ls. And then we'll check out our index.html file. Code index.html. And we will open that up and see that our image is in there, regardless of whether it works or not. The code is in there. So now we want to ultimately see what happens when we change back to master. So we'll do git checkout master. So when we use -b, ultimately what we're doing is checking out the branch we're on and creating a new branch and going into that branch. Since we already have our master branch, which really should be named main, we just check out and go to master. The new image is not a part of this branch. List the files in the current directory again. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of here. And now we're gonna go git checkout. Is it main or master? How do I view all branches? Set it somewhere up here. Git branch. So git branch just lets us know all the available branches, and git branch hello world images feature. We're working on a local repository, but we don't want to serve. Okay, so git branch hello world images. Where did I see? Did I make that up? Git checkout -b and then the branch. Where did it say something about that? Yeah. Using the -b option on checkout, we'll create a new branch and move to it if it does not exist. So I was just using my previous knowledge to do that, and I wasn't even thinking about it. But if we want to create a new branch, we just do git branch and then our new branch, and then we can see all of our branches with git branch, and then move to that new branch with the checkout. So if we want to create a new branch and move to it all at the same time, we can do git checkout -b and then our new branch. So right now we'll just do git branch. Look at all of our different branches. So right now we're on the hello world image, but we want to navigate to the main. So we're going to go git checkout and then go into main. Now we're on the main branch. We'll go ls. And we'll see that our image isn't there. And when we go into code, Visual Studio Code, and look at the index file, the image syntax won't be there. No image there for us. Close that. Go back to the terminal. And we can see that our image is no longer there. If we open the HTML file like we did, we can see the code is reverted to what it was before the alteration. See how easy it is to work with branches? And how this allows you to work on different things. Emergency branch. Now imagine that we are not done with hello world images, but we need to fix an error on master. I don't want to mess with the master directly, and I don't want to mess with the hello world images since it is not done yet. So we create a new branch to deal with the emergency. Git checkout -b emergency fix. So git checkout -b is creating a new branch, and go into that branch simultaneously. Now we have created a new branch for master and changed to it. We can safely fix the error without distributing the other branches. So right now we're in our main. So going right here, we have our hello world images branch, and then right here we have our emergency fix branch. So it's kind of like a triangle. Alright, cool. So we have an emergency and we gotta fix that. Our imaginary error. So let's go ahead and git checkout -b emergency fix branch. Okay, so now we'll go git branch to see all the branches, and we'll see that we're on the emergency fix branch. So now that we're on that branch, we are going to fix our imaginary error. This is a line here is to show how merging works. I guess we'll put that in there. We have made a change to the file. We need to get those changes to master git status. Shows that it's modified. No changes have been added or committed. Ultimately, we add index.html. Then we commit using a message. Now we have a fix ready for master, and we need to merge the two branches. So we will go back in. So let's go ls. So we see that this inherits the files from the main branch. So we have those, and then ultimately we want to go fix that imaginary error. VS Code, and we'll do that with hat. So now we want to go back and stage what we did. Git add, not as, git add index.html. Then we'll go git status, and we'll see that index.html has been modified. So now we want to go ahead and commit that. Git commit -m, and then our message. Committing imaginary error in index.html. Alright, git status should show nothing. Now, we've made changes, we've checked the changes, we've staged and committed. Now we're ready to merge the two branches. Alright, so let's do these. Create a new branch called Hello World Images, so we'll just do the simple version. Branch Hello World Images, and it's going to ask us to go into that. What? Git branch, and then it's going to ask us to list the existing branches, which is important, and then we're going to get checkout from the main, and then we're going to go into Hello World Images. Sweet. And lastly, we are going to create and move to a new branch with the name hello you. So we're going to go git checkout from our current branch dash B. Dash B just says we are creating a new branch and we are moving to that new branch. So that was pretty cool. Learned a good amount of stuff. Furthered my knowledge. If you're still watching, hope that helped you out. Tomorrow we'll get into Git branch merge. This is exciting. We're moving along. We're making progress. I'm out of here. See y'all.